Welcome to MojoPlays. To kick off the launch of our brand new channel, check out some of our favorite videos from WatchMojo's huge library of gaming content. Then, click on the link in the description below to head over to our suggest page and vote on how you would have ranked this list. Whether they swim, run, or fly, the creatures that make up the Monster Hunter universe are among the most fierce and awe-inspiring in video games. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Monster Hunter monsters. For this list, we'll be delving into the wide bestiary that Capcom has developed in search of monsters that we feel are distinctive, creative, and just badass overall. We're focusing strictly on base monsters, and not special variants like Azure or Silver Rathalos. Number 10, Zinogre. We're starting this list off with a very strong entry. It's got a wolf's ferocity and the brutality of thunder. As one of the two fanged wyvern monsters in existence, Zinogre is certainly unique in its world. It embodies the element of lightning with great ease, striking out at foes with the electricity it's constantly storing up. Zinogre is also impressive in design, appearing lupine in shape, yet at the same time standing out thanks to its green fur. For those who venture into the forest, beware. This beast's fangs and claws aren't just for show. Also, his theme is pretty awesome. Number 9, Lagiacrus. The ocean is far less calm when this beast is around. Lagiacrus made its debut in Monster Hunter Tri, being the first of its kind and seeming to emphasize the idea of sea-dwelling monsters. However, it is more than capable of fighting on land when it's pressed, relying on claw-based strikes and electricity-infused blows to bring down hunters. Lagiacrus is not easily found either, dwelling only in a handful of locations, but if confronted, it can make for quite the engaging combat experience. Number 8, DallaMandor. Nothing quite like an honest-to-goodness dragon to make us fear for our lives. One of the largest monsters in the series, the DallaMandor belongs to the Elder Dragon species, a group of ancient monsters capable of destroying the world. To that end, this creature is deliberately designed to be imposing. It bears a serpentine face and fangs, and is massive in scope. Adding to the intimidation effect is how DallaMandor attacks foes with a variety of flame-based attacks, from simple fireballs to sweeping fields of flame. It's at once terrifying and completely amazing. Number 7, Tigrex. Adaptability is this monster's speciality. Introduced in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, the flying wyvern known as Tigrex is known for its habit of traveling and inhabiting different environments: deserts, forests, snowy peaks, and so forth. The one constant element about Tigrex is that it's incredibly fast, often charging at hunters repeatedly, and possessing a piercing roar powerful enough to throw around careless players. It's so imposing that even Metal Gear Solid's big boss can get ripped apart by one in Peace Walker. Number 6, Alatreon. Best to keep one's distance and tread very carefully. Another member of the Elder Dragon species, Alatreon is something of a wild card. It suffers from elemental instability, which grants it power over 4 of the world's elements. This red-hued winged beast keeps a tight grip on its habitat in the Sacred Land, relying on a cavalcade of dragon, ice, fire, and thunder-fueled attacks when approached by players. Grand in scale and magnificent in appearance, it makes sense why it was selected as a late-game monster online for Monster Hunter Tri. Number 5, Gormogon. Dark and brooding, just the way we like it. The flagship monster of Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the winged monstrosity Gormogon hews closest to the Elder Dragons by way of its 6 limbs and dark-toned exoskeleton. Regardless, it earns its nickname of Black Eclipse Wyvern through its use of its hairs to darken the sky before unleashing attacks tinged with the Frenzy virus. And the struggle doesn't end there. When sufficiently agitated, Gormogon enters a frenzy mode where it can unleash deadly explosive energy blasts that will really ruin your day. And if you survive all of that, get ready for it to shed its skin to become the Shagaru Magala. Number 4. Rathalos. Every series has some kind of mascot, and this may very well be the equivalent for Monster Hunter. Rathalos, alongside its female counterpart Rathian, has showed up in various games since the original Monster Hunter was released in 2004. Its design is simple yet elegant: bright red scales, clawed wings, and a spiked tail. Yet simplicity aids it greatly. This monster can inhabit a variety of biomes, standing its ground thanks to its aggressive demeanor and a mix of poison and fire attacks. Built to be both versatile and strong, Rathalos is a worthy foe for hunters. Number 3. Braca Deus. Whether in heat or cold, this brute wyvern knows how to wreck someone's day. Braca Deus stands as one of those monsters that is unmistakable in appearance. It's adorned with a shiny obsidian hide, offset by glowing green fists and horns. The glowing is a clue for players to take in combat, as Braca Deus excretes a type of explosive slime, which is able to stick to unknowing hunters. Though by no means normally easygoing, an enraged Braca Deus will go the extra mile to directly strike hunters with its explosive appendages. At least the explosive weapons you can make from his corpse are well worth it. Number 2. Darin Morin. In Monster Hunter Tri, we were first introduced to the Gen Morin, a monster the size of a cargo ship that required your own sandship to bring down. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate wastes no time by setting its even deadlier counterpart as the very first monster you face in the game, before you even have any gear. When you fight this guy for real, you take him on in 2 different ways, utilizing the weapons on the sand ship to weaken him, or by climbing up its back Shadow of the Colossus style to take out its weak points. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1. DevilJho. Fear the great devourer, for it has no restraint. DevilJho resembles a Tigrex, and for very good reason. It's nomadic in nature, traveling from region to region with only one goal: to find prey. Lore tells of DevilJho consuming their own kin, constantly searching for food, and even going as far as eating other creatures alive just to save time. In combat, this translates into players facing a relentless beast that relies on everything from biting to stomping the ground furiously to even releasing dragon breath. Make sure you're fully prepared for taking this thing on, and if it finds you, run and don't look back. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite monster to make fresh gear out of? For more monstrous top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com. Thanks for watching Mojo Plays. Be sure to subscribe and click on the link in the description below to check out our suggestion page and vote on what content you'd like to see us cover next.